Hello Sagittarius and welcome to your November 2024 reading. So, first of all about the contest for the 100,000 subscribers of last month. The winner is Deborah Roth and she's a Taurus. So if you watch this, Deborah, I'm going to announce it in your sign, but just in case your moon is Sagittarius, I've answered you on your comments, and there you go. Congratulations, you won a free reading in celebration. So let's all be happy for Deborah. So for you, my beautiful Sagittarius, here for the month of November, I meditated on your energy, and here is your reading. So first, you come in with the 7 of Swords in reverse. When it's in reverse, it's because, yes, we're, getting rid of it, but there's leftovers stuck in the unconscious that is kind of happening without, from under the water, from under the level of consciousness, from the other side. It's still happening. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is a disempowering energy, belief system. Okay, we have swords. The guy has 5 swords in his hands. He's using the 5 of Swords. And this is when we're using our past disappointments and heartaches to prove ourselves right. 5 of Swords. And the 2 here, the 2 of Swords, are planted. So the paradox in which we are, because he's going on a fight, but he's disempowering or removing the principle of what a battle is all about before it happens. So some can view it as a great strategy. All right. But on soul development, this is when we fear. We do not have what it takes to confront or face whatever is in front of us. That's why it's got that disempowering thing. It's a betrayal of the conventions of battle. And you can see battle as the confrontation between the misunderstood distortions in our lives and our consciousness, our wisdom, our being. And here we're battling, understanding, and so on. So here, thief in the night, he steals the weapons. We're in a paradox because we're on a fighting ground. Maybe we want to accomplish something, or we're facing something, and at the same time, we're not. So there's the planted paradox. Under it, right away, I have the 7 of Wands. So we have a feeling of not having the weapons for it, but we're putting our energy to make sure that at least we're not going down the hill. So you come in the month, Sagittarius, with this kind of disempowering feeling. And at the same time, I got to put my boundaries. I got to make sure that things don't go worse from where I am now, but I don't feel I have what it takes to face it. So it's kind of a desperate state of being, okay? So if this speaks to you at the beginning of the month, you feel like that, this is really for you, okay? We are entering Scorpio. We are in Scorpio season. So when we're in Scorpio season, old stuff can come up to the surface to be addressed, to be transformed. November, month of transformation, month of death, month of all of these things. So here, there's this, and there are 2 7s. So this is really our conscious mind trying to deal with unresolved unconscious stuff. There you go. Okay, and we have to master the reactionary part of us so that we can be on top. That's why sevens is a master number. So after that, I have the Eight of Cups. And there's the Scorpio part. Look at all that water. This is located in the sacral chakra. So like this, look at all that receptivity. Ready to receive the vibrations of, sacral chakra. Pleasure, insight, creativity, and so on. Like this, filled with unconscious water and not in the best receptive from above, maybe receptive from below. And from here, another 9, 2 7s, 2 9s. This 2 is in the sacral chakra. And this is when there's all sorts of unconscious beliefs floating around of anxiety, like, whoa, it hits my stomach. I am going to have cramps in my guts, and I don't know why I'm so stressed out or nervous about whatever. But something's happening, because here at the end of the month I have the King of Wands and the King of Swords upright. So the ones that rule these two things are going to be upright in power at the end of the month. So that means that there's a mastery of your fire and a mastery of your mind. Let's clarify this for you. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Sagittarius for the month of November 2024. Sagittarius for the month of November 2024. Okay. All right. So show me that Seven of Swords that was in reverse. So that was a bit unconscious here. Okay. So this is actually coming because here I have the Page of Pentacles with the Empress. And so this is really that unconscious sabotaging aspect that we have, maybe because we've just received a beautiful, inspired project, relationship, something that has to do with your creativity, with your capacity of unconditional love. Here's Venus here with the Page of Pentacles. But why would you feel so deprived? Seven of, you don't want to lose this. You'll have to fight for that idea. But that's the thing. You don't feel you have the courage to do so. Who's behind? Because your Ten of Cups is in reverse. Your receptivity, look at that. Maybe you don't have anybody to back you up. Maybe you don't have, maybe you feel isolated, a bit depressed. The energy is at zero. So here, Knight of, you're ready to abandon, or you put a bit of energy in it and then it's fleeting, okay? Even though what you hold, Sagittarius, is a beautiful, solid gift from Venus, but your fire is making you're holding your last fire not to lose it, but there's a big sabotaging energy here. Let's look at that. Those 2 9s. What is happening in the sacral chakra? Okay, so Why? At the end of the month, you're going to be all upright and in fire and like, yeah, I'm doing it, because you're going to embrace the Scorpio season. Here is Scorpio. You're going to clean, let die, forgive, turn the page, these old unprocessed waters, so that you can feel it in your gut. All things about unfairness, God was unfair to me, my ex was unfair to me, my parent was unfair to me. Forgiving and moving on, so that you can be receptive again. Starting a project when you know it in your gut, sacral chakra, it feels right. It's so much easier. There's so much less fire we have to put in to convince our mental, the masculine, swords and wands. That's really the super masculine, because we have the kings and we have the two elements that are masculine. When our feminine, because here the masculine probably mentally doesn't think he can do it, and energetically is already using all of his might just not to get down the hill. But when the divine feminine is sure, is completely receptive, and she knows her worth, her value, or the worthiness of what she's bringing, pentacle, cups and pentacle, then it's much easier for the masculine to follow through, to back it up with moves that are not disempowering, with propulsion of passion instead of just protecting what has been done until now. It's much easier. So here, cleaning the waters so that they can be receptive, so that your insight, your gut feeling is like, yeah, it's the right thing to do, is going to make it much easier. 9 of Swords in reverse here. What is going to, you'll be less juggling. All right. Receptivity, or here, the unconscious sadness that keeps being mirrored without you knowing about it behind your back. It's kind of going to bring you to a choice here. So the leftover beliefs from old sadnesses are going to be cleared. Here we have the major arcana of death, so that you can be receptive. So that if that project, that idea needs to be with other people, you get the people that are going to be, yes, Sagittarius, here's the joy of life, here's us participating with you, so that you can receive what you need. King of Wands. Ooh. All right. Okay. King of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So our page becomes a knight, and we have strength. Maybe a bit less on our guard here. Strength. The higher self that can reach the fiery animal side of us, the Leo side of us, that when Leo is exalted in his higher state, it is generated by his higher self. If not, it's generated by his wounded ego. So here, the Leo. And let's look at the King of Swords. So, rising above, mastering your fire, makes it that the pentacle you had will finally be able to be brought forward. And here, the King of Swords, we have our beautiful Aquarian feeling here. Feeling, state of being. I know this is aligned. I know this comes from my star cluster. I know this is, sent from above. I'm aligned with my purpose. I'm aligned with who I truly am. I'm continuing to throw away the old waters so that I keep having faith into what I want to bring. So here it's a battle between anxiety and self-worth and accomplishment. So going towards inner clarity, because this is what it's all about. Once you have that inner clarity, here your masculine has no problem following through and taking the risks, investing yourself, and being your authentic self. That's a beautiful self-discovery of letting go of old sabotaging patterns here. Yeah. So how should we call this? Your true self. There you go. Your true self. On this, my beautiful Sagittarius, I am sending you all my love and light. Thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and all of that. If you want a private reading or the tarot course, it's all on the website under the video in the plus section. Very user-friendly to book anything. Thank you for subscribing. Let's continue the beautiful path here. Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. New moon, full moon. I ask the divine to give you back in the shape that is the most beneficial for you. On this, my beautiful Sagittarius, all my love and light. And I'll see you next month.